Fear wants us to freeze. Fear wants us to panic or close ourselves off, but bhakti wisdom gives us another possibility. Welcome back to For Soul's Sake. I've got a question for you. When the world feels unsteady, how do we hold ourselves steady?
For soul's sake, for soul's sake.
These days, fear can sometimes feel closer than ever. With the cost of living rising here in the UK and financial systems under stress, I mean, you must have heard about the tax in the UK. So many people are unsure how they'll manage tomorrow. And on top of all of that, we hear about how tensions between powerful nations keep on rising. The news often reminds us how fragile peace can be and how quickly global events can shake our sense of safety, be it wars, economic anxiety, social upheaval. Even if these things don't affect us directly, their uncertainty touches our minds and moves our hearts. And it can feel like the world is spinning and we're just trying to find our balance. Fear wants us to freeze. Fear wants us to panic or close ourselves off. But bhakti wisdom gives us another possibility to stay steady enough inside that we can show up for Krishna regularly, show up for our service regularly, show up for the world regularly. And there's a powerful moment in the Bhagavad Gita when Arjuna, a great warrior, is standing on a real battlefield. Armies on both sides, weapons drawn, lives at stake. But his biggest struggle is not outside, it's inside. Fear and confusion take over his mind. And Krishna, present there with him, doesn't tell him to ignore what's happening. He doesn't tell him to run away. He helps Arjuna to see clearly so he can respond with wisdom and not react with panic. Krishna says that if you become conscious of me, that you'll pass over all obstacles of life. That's in the 18th chapter, verse number 58, if you're keeping count. And elsewhere, Krishna reminds us that those who are devoted to him and take refuge in him are delivered from all fears. Meaning that when we feel grounded spiritually, when we feel connected to the Supreme, we can face uncertainty with a calmer heart. None of us can fully control the events that happen in our own home, let alone global happenings. But we can choose how we respond to people who are affected by them. For example, a friend who's anxious about the future, a family member who feels hurt by a conversation, a colleague who's overwhelmed. When our own hearts are shaking, it's hard to support others, I get it. But when we are steady and ground ourselves with the chanting of the holy name, or devotional service that's done sincerely, even a little can become a shelter for someone else. So instead of letting fear shut us down, bhakti or devotional service invites us to let fear instead remind us that someone else might need care right now. That maybe a listening ear, maybe a calm presence, maybe a message that says, I'm here for you. So we don't have to fix the whole world, but we can help ourselves and perhaps someone else feel safer in this world today. 2 reflections for this week. Number 1, when uncertainty is rising, do I shut down or do I show up? And number 2, who around me could use a little steadiness? Maybe myself, it may be someone really close to me. Who else could use a little understanding or a little care? Sometimes, dear friends, the most spiritual thing that we can do is simply be there for ourselves in our relationship with God, or be that someone for someone else. And a steady heart doesn't ignore the chaos of this world. It helps bring peace into it, one caring act at a time. So till next time, thank you so much for listening. Haribol.
If you love this episode, you'll love my interview with Kat Methan on how life isn't always symmetrical and beautiful. Check it out.
Nobody else owns you and your feelings. So you get to decide ultimately. And obviously like I said, we were talking then about like how you feel, but you do get to make that decision.
Yeah.
You get to choose how, even if someone says something really horrible to you, or you read something horrible, or you see something that you compare yourself against, you do get to make that choice, however hard that is. And I think growing up,